So welcome again, everybody. Nice. It's a little bit cool, but at least nice and dry. Lovely to be outside again, and lovely to see a few faces that I haven't seen for a while. It's always lovely to see people back at yoga. So we're going to start out this morning just lying down on your mats. And again, if it's your first morning back, I don't need to remind you, but please just take it at your own pace and opt out of anything that you don't feel like doing. So lying down onto your mat, we're going to start in Supta Baddha Konasana. So I'd like you to bring the soles of your feet together and just let the knees drop out to the side. Now, if you need to, if your hips are a little bit tight, slide the feet slightly forward. So get yourself into a comfortable Supta Baddha Konasana. Relax your hands and your shoulders and your arms. Just relax the upper body completely. Now sometimes it's nice in this pose to slightly tilt the hips forward and then drop the lower back. So just see how that feels in your back this morning. So with your eyes closed, begin to let go of the outside world. Let go of any thoughts that might be running around in your head and bring yourself into the present moment. Take the awareness now just to the center of your heart and to your breath. And begin to slow your breath down. So this morning I'm just going to let you breathe naturally. Just slowing it down, just keeping the awareness with the breath. And then you can finish your next breath. Begin to bring your awareness back and open your eyes. Gently draw your knees together and stretch your legs out. So if you need to do a little bit of shaking the feet out or stretching and bending the knees a little bit, you can. So you can stay on your back now, and I'd like you to bend your right knee and bring your right foot to the inside of your left thigh as you let it drop out to the right once again. So we're focusing today a little bit on both hip and heart opening. So there's a lot of emotions tied up in the hip and pelvic area too. Now straighten out the right leg, bend the left foot to the inside of the right thigh, and again gently let it drop out to the left. Straightening your left leg. Bend your right leg again. This time step your right foot out towards the edge of your mat and drop your right knee in towards your left leg. So an inward rotation of the hip. We tend to do a lot of outward rotating, not always so much inward rotating. And stretch the right leg out. Same thing on the left. Bend your left knee, step the left foot towards the edge of the mat and drop the left knee towards the right leg. And then stretch your left leg out. Bend the knees, hug them into you. Take both legs up into the air now. So just bring them up into the air and make ankle circles. Going both directions. Hug the knees in again. So just keeping the knees bent now, take your hands behind your head, interlace the fingers. Inhale on an exhale. Lift your head just a couple of inches and draw the elbows in. So don't go too high now. Just engaging the core a little bit and slowly come back down. And again, inhale, exhale, lift your head and chest. Inhale down, exhale. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale down and exhale. Hug the knees into you once again. Just rocking around, making little circles. And in your own time, roll to your right side and pick yourself up to come to seated. So sitting into a cross-legged or any comfortable seated position. Bring your hands onto your shins now. And as you inhale, lift your chest and slightly arch your back. As you exhale, round the back, draw the chin in. And again, inhale and lift, look up. Exhale, round, look down. Keep going. Inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. Come back to a neutral spine. So hands just resting on the thighs of the knees. We'll start to make circles. Again, moving from your waist. Change the direction. And come back to center. So you can swing the legs back. Take yourself into child pose. So knees wide, toes touching, sit back. And just bring the arms in front. So keep the arms relaxed, or maybe even bring the hands under your forehead. So lifting the head slightly, walk your hands over slowly to the right. So take your focus to your left hip. Try to keep your left hip where it is. So just go as far as you can without lifting the left hip. So you should feel a stretch on the left waist here. Slowly creep the hands back to center and we'll go to the other side. So same thing, this time your focus is to the right hip. Walk back into the center and come forward onto all fours. Stack the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Exhale, round your back, draw your chin in. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head and the tailbone. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And come back to a neutral spine. So take your right leg back, lift the leg, bend the knee. And we'll just gently pulse. So if you want to flatten the foot and pulse the sole of the foot up towards the sky. And bring the right leg down. Bring the left leg back. So stretch it out first, lift it, bend the knee. And then pulsing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring the left leg down. Curl the toes under, lift up into a downward dog. Maybe you need to walk your feet in a little bit or take them a little wider, and then bending and straightening the knees. Right, step your right foot forward. Come onto your left knee. So we'll just come into a low lunge and you can just stay here. Or you can flatten the hands, curl the left foot under and lift the left knee and stretch back into the left heel. So keep it nice and low, runner's lunge. Step back into downward dog again. Bring the left foot forward, drop onto the right knee. So stay on the knee if you like, on the back knee. You don't have to lift it, you can just curl the foot under maybe. And then if you want to lift, stretch out that back leg. So stretch out the right leg into the heel. Stay low. Step your right foot up to your left. Feet nice and wide apart now. Bend the knees. And as you push into the feet, inhale, come all the way up. Stretch the arms up. And exhale back into Tadasana. Lovely. So we should be beginning to warm up a little bit. I see some of the layers coming off anyway. That's a good sign. So we'll just roll the shoulders a few times. So as you release the shoulders, let go of any tension now. Reverse it. Okay, take your feet even a little bit wider. So you're going to take, you can keep your left hand here or slide it down as you take your right hand up and over. Soften the knees if you like. And to the other side, so right hand down, left hand up. Don't forget to soften if you need to, particularly if you have any lower back issues, keep those knees bent. Stretch over the head as much as you can. So again, feel that nice stretch up the left side of your body. And slowly come back up. And I think we're ready to start a few sun salutations. So again, take it nice and handy. Take child pose anytime you need. No pressure. So come to the top of the mats. Spread the toes. So really ground your feet down into the earth. Begin to engage the legs now as you lift up on the kneecaps and the thigh muscles. Engaging the bandhas. Bring the hands to heart center. So close your eyes for a moment and just be aware of the sensations of the breeze on your skin. It's a different sensation to practicing indoors. And now open your eyes. Inhale, take the palms out, reach up. Exhale as you fold over soft knees. Inhale, look out, flat back. Hands flat, step back to plank. Dropping down to the knees, to the chest, to the chin. Come all the way down to the ground. Bring the hands forward and we'll come up into a low cobra. So rest on your forearms. Engage the legs, so press the feet down. Bring the hands under your shoulders, push back up onto all fours and curl the toes under to a downward facing dog. So again, adjust your feet to be hip distance apart. If you need to bring the feet slightly forward, do. Let the head and the neck release. And breathe. Exhale fully. Inhale, look forward, step the right and the left foot up. Flat back, look out. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. And exhaling back into Tadasana. And again, inhale, take the palms out, reach up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Dropping to the knees, to the chest, to the chin. All the way down to the ground again. This time bring the hands down by your side. Inhale, lift your head, lift your chest, lift your arms. Maybe lift the feet into Shalabhasana. Feet down, hands under shoulders, push back up onto hands and knees. Curl your toes under, downward facing dog. So again, just adjust the feet, turn the big toes slightly inwards so that the heels are slightly out. This broadens across the base of your spine. And then look back between the feet, staying with the breath. Exhale fully. Inhale, look forward, step or hop your feet to your hands. Flat back, look out. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. And exhaling back into Tadasana. Okay, moving on to Surya Namaskara B. Spread the toes again, press the feet down, hands at heart center. This time bend your knees. Sweep your fingers against the mat, Utkatasana. Exhale to fold. Inhale, look out, flat back. Hands flat, step to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga this time. Inhaling cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale into a downward dog. Take your right leg back. Knee in, right foot forward. Plant that left foot down. So turn the heel in and really get in to the back leg as well. So press that back foot down. Sweep the arms up, warrior one. Bring the hands to the heart center. Now you might want to step the back foot in and lift the heel a little bit as you twist, bringing the left elbow to the outside of the right leg. Press the palms, lift the chest. Turn to the right, that's it. Drop the hands, stepping to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left leg back. Knee in. Left foot forward, turn that right heel in and press down into the right foot. So before we move on, make sure that you're nice and grounded here. Sweep the arms up, inhale, look up. Bring the hands to heart center, maybe lifting the back foot and turning the right elbow to the outside of the left, now left leg as you turn to your left. Pressing the palms, lifting the chest. And keep the focus on that back foot as you press into the toes. Drop the hands, step to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling cobra or upward dog. And exhale, roll over your toes to a downward dog or to a child pose. So just keep your focus inwards. Stay with the breath. And keep the navel slightly drawn in as you lift the hips a little higher. Exhale fully, inhale, look forward. Step or hop the feet to the hands. Flat back, look out. Exhale as you fold. Bend your knees. Sweep your fingers against the mat, Utkatasana. And exhaling back into Tadasana. Once again, bend the knees. Sweep the fingers against the mat, Utkatasana. Exhale to fold. Inhale, look out, flat back. Hands flat, step to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling cobra, upward dog. Exhale to a downward dog. Right leg back. Knee in. Right foot forward. Turn the left heel in and bring the hands to the hips. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the hands behind, interlace the fingers, lift your chest. And we're going to fold into humble warrior. So just let yourself come forward over that bent knee. Arms up and over. Release the hands. Step to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling cobra or upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Left leg back. Knee in. Left foot forward, turn the right heel in and come up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands behind, interlace the fingers. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, humble warrior. So if this is too much on the shoulders, just let the hands sit on your lower back. Don't strain your shoulders here. Drop your head. Release your hands to the mat. Step to plank. Dropping knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhaling cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale. Downward dog, or maybe you need a child pose right now. It's been quite an active sequence. So once again, come back to the breath. Exhale fully. Inhale, look forward. Step or hop, feet to the hands. Flat back, look out. Exhale as you fold. Bend those knees deeply. Sweep the hands up. Utkatasana. And exhaling back into Tadasana. Well done, everybody. So just take a breath, have a drink of water if you need it. And just gather yourself. Everybody warm enough? That warmed you up a bit anyway, didn't it? Okay, we're going to try a bit of balancing when you're ready. So if you feel you want to step off your mat, or just even find a spot on the mat where it's not too lumpy, we're just going to go with tree pose today. So weight into the left foot, hands on the hips, bend the right knee. So start here with just hugging your right knee and taking your left hand out. Now maybe you want to find a spot on the ground or something in the distance to focus on. See about taking the right foot now somewhere onto the left leg. 2 hands out to get the balance. Maybe just stay here. If you feel comfortable, maybe bring the arms up, but keep them nice and wide like the branches of the tree. It's okay if we wobble a bit. Trees do. Bring the hands back to heart center. Take the right leg down and stretch. And move over to the other side. So if you found you were standing on a kind of an uneven bit, maybe move around a little bit till you find something a bit more even. The only thing is if you fall here, it's a softer landing. So we're on the right foot, bending the left knee, hug it up. Take the right hand out. So get your balance here before you move on. So then decide where you're going to place the foot. Both arms out. Stay here maybe, or maybe bring arms up. And hands to heart center. Release the left leg, stretch the legs, and step back onto your mat. So we're going to move sideways now. I'm just going to pop over here. Can everybody see me here if I stay here? Yeah? Feet nice and wide. Turn your right foot out and your left foot in for Trikonasana. Inhale, both arms up. Extend over your right leg now, so keep extending, get that length, and then slowly bring the right hand down to wherever is appropriate. Now if you need to soften that right knee, please do. Reach up through the left arm. So again, you don't want to collapse completely here, it's a side stretch. So maybe not going quite so low, but reaching up a little more. Now if you want to take the shoulders into this, turn the left palm away, reach around behind. So it might just come behind your back, or some of you might be able to come around the waist towards the top of your right thigh. Lovely. So that really gets an opening in the chest and the shoulders. But if you're tight in the shoulders, you can stay here. You can just bring the hands slightly behind the back. So adjust to suit you this morning. Now for everybody, bringing your left hand onto your hip, press into your right foot, come up, and then bring that right arm up. So you can keep the left hand here or slide it down, and we're just going to reverse. Feeling that nice stretch now on the right side of your body. Bring the right hand down, and we'll turn both feet forward. So now you're moving to the left as you turn the left foot out. So turn it out fully, turn the right foot slightly in. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, extend, extend, and then take that left hand down, right hand up. Don't forget if you need to bend that left knee. And it might be different, you can be very different on both sides, so you might need the bend on one side and not on the other. Stay here or turn the palm away and reach around behind, opening through that right shoulder. And you really feel your chest opening here too. Bring your right hand onto your hip, press into your left foot as you come up, and then stretch the left arm up, palm towards you, and reach to the right. Left hand back on the hip, turn both feet forward. Okay, we're turning to the right one more time for warrior two. Bend into the right knee, make sure that back foot is slightly angled in, And that the right knee's over the right foot. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop. And this time we're going to turn the palms upwards so you get a bit more release in the shoulders. Draw the shoulders slightly back so you're opening the chest and look to your right. Turn the palms down, hands onto your hips. Straighten up the right knee and turn both feet forward. So left now, left foot out, right foot slightly angled in. Bend the left knee. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders, turn the palms up and look along your left arm. So just take your attention for a moment to your back leg, to your right leg, and make sure that it hasn't kind of collapsed, that the knee is engaged and the outer edge of the foot is pressing down. Turn the palms down, hands to hips, straighten up on that knee and turn the feet forward. As you walk the feet back in towards each other, and we'll come back to the top of the mats. So come back to stand in Tadasana at the top of your mat. Hands at heart center. Bring the hands onto the hips. Step back with your left foot, not too long a stride now, so a little bit shorter than we say warrior one. Walk the right foot out a little bit. Take the hands out. Now you can take the hands onto your hips, or if you can take your elbows or wrists, or some of you might be able to take reverse namaste. So whichever version is okay for you. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, we're going to come forward. So you can bend that front knee if you need to. Dropping forward over the right leg. Now drop your hands to the ground, so even just fingertips, and bend the knee if you need to. Folding in, drop your head. Step your right foot back into a downward facing dog. Now bring your right hand in under your right shoulder. Come onto the outer edge of your right foot. We're going to try and come into a half plank from here. Bring your left foot in front. So whatever way you can come into it. So that's it. So you're on the outer edge of the right foot. The left foot is planted down, and then maybe that left arm comes up. And maybe not. Maybe you want to keep the hands on the ground. Okay, bring the left hand down. Roll yourself back over. Come back into downward facing dog. Stretch out for a moment. Don't worry, it's a bit of a funny move, so if you didn't get fully into it, don't worry. Now, bring your left foot forward. Step your right foot in a little bit. Press into the left foot, come up. And now we're going to do the same thing on the left side. So arms out. Bring the hands behind. You're going to take the wrists or the elbows or reverse namaste. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale to fold. So bending the knee if you need to. Fold forward, drop your head. Drop the fingertips to the ground. And stay here for a moment, just dropping your head, your forehead in towards your shin. Bent or straight knee, whichever is appropriate. And now step back into downward facing dog once again. So it might make a little more sense on this side. Bring your left hand in under your shoulder. So turn your body to the right and come onto the outer edge of your left foot. And then step your right foot in front. So bring the right foot all the way in front, bend the knee. Bring your right hand onto your hip. And then maybe stretch up into that right arm. Great. Okay, bring the right hand down. Step yourself back into downward dog. Give the legs a little stretch. And you'll be glad to drop down into a child pose. So that's the hard stuff done. Drop down and take a rest. Fold your arms on, or your hands under your forehead, or bring your arms alongside your body and just breathe and rest. Now slide forward onto your tummies once again. So we're going to do a little bit of back bends, but you can keep it nice and easy. So come onto the forearms to begin with. Activate the legs, pressing into the feet so that the kneecaps slightly lift and your thighs are engaged. So let the legs do some of the work for you. Spread the fingers now, press into the hands and just come into a low cobra. Now slowly lower down, so you can repeat that one, or for some of you maybe bringing the hands back under the shoulders, tuck the elbows in by your ribs and push to come up into a higher cobra. Remember, those legs are still working strongly. Notice the difference. If you relax the legs, all the work happens in the lower back. So once the legs are engaged, it takes some of the pressure off. But maybe you just want to be still here, that's perfectly okay. And then lower down, fold your hands under your forehead, let the legs just flop now, toes in, heels out. So from here, just push yourself back up into child pose again. Sit back. And then sit back, roll over and come to a seated position. So sitting on your mat, move the sitting bones or move the flesh out so that you're sitting on the sitting bones. Draw the toes towards you. Roll the shoulders back and down and just sit tall for a moment. You can close your eyes and once again just focus on the breath. Nice long spine. So now open your eyes. Bend your right knee and take your right foot somewhere to the inside of the left leg. It can be anywhere on the leg that's comfortable for you. We're going to take the left hand just behind the left hip and take the right hand across. So again, you might be taking it to the knee, you might be taking it to the calf, some of you might get the foot. And then just begin to twist back to your left. So it's actually a twist, it's a Virabhadrasana in a twist. So again, you might be just sitting here with the hand on the knee and just twisting from the waist, or some of you might be twisting a little further, bringing the body forward. So whatever your body wants to do this morning, don't push it beyond that. You should feel a nice stretch, but as I say, never any pain or discomfort. Slowly come back to the front. Now keep your legs as they are and just bend that left leg. Take the hands around the foot, or if you can't get the hands around the foot, just take it under the knee and see about straightening up that leg, or maybe semi-straighten it. Just give it a nice stretch. Don't fall too far back. Now don't let yourself come right back onto the tailbone if you can. Lean slightly forward. And then bend the knee, take it down. Stretch it out, stretch both legs out for a moment. So we're going to do the other side. We're going to bend the left knee, take the left foot to the inside of the right, somewhere inside the right leg. So just get yourself comfortable. So you're going to take the right hand behind the left hand across this time. Again, see where it comes for you. So you might be staying nice and upright and just twisting to your right, or maybe leaning forward a bit more and looking back towards the right hand. inhale as you come up, come back to face forward. So we're going to bend that right leg, and again, if you can take the foot, or if not, take it under the knee. So try to keep your body leaning slightly forward, try to relax the shoulders. I know we all want to kind of tense up, but drop those shoulders. It's a good strong stretch, isn't it, on the calves and the hamstrings. And then slowly bend the knee, stretch the legs out, give them a little shake, and come back to sitting in Dandasana. This time inhale both arms up. Now you can soften the knees here if you need to. Exhale as you come forward, taking the calves, the ankles or the big toes. Inhale to lift. Exhale, bend your elbows so that your shoulders soften. And just look towards your toes. Slowly walk the hands back. Now take the soles of your feet together, and you have choices here. You can keep the legs quite far out and just take the ankles, or for some of you, you can walk the hips in towards the heels and maybe wrap your hands around your feet. So again, see how the hips are feeling this morning, see how the knees are feeling, and play around with it until you get one that's suitable for you. So then slowly just draw your chin and your chest forward. So you might be just holding the ankles here and just coming forward like so. Again, try to relax the shoulders. The first thing we do once we grab onto the feet is shoulders come up. So everybody could nearly go, just drop those shoulders. Okay, slowly bring yourself back up. Very gently draw the knees together. Maybe give them a little hug. And in your own time, roll yourself back onto your mat. And here's the sun coming out to warm you up. So roll down onto your backs. You can just lie on your back with your knees bent for now. Let the spine settle into the mat. Now, hug your right leg in, stretch it up, and just hold on to some part of the leg. You can keep the left leg bent at this stage. And maybe work the foot, bend and straight, or just flex and point the foot. Bend your right knee and place your right foot on the top of your left leg, letting the right knee just drift out to the side. And then lift the left leg and maybe take the back of the left thigh. You can straighten the left leg here if you want to. So now place your left foot back on the ground, wrap your right leg over your left, shift the hips over to the right and drop both knees and towards the left side. Just release the arms out to come into a twist. Okay, roll back onto your back and uncross the legs. And we're going to do the other side. So you're hugging the left knee in. So start with hugging your left knee in. Stretch your left leg up and hold on to wherever is appropriate. So it could be the back of the knee, the calf, the ankle. If you can get the big toe, go for the big toe. Now bend the left knee, place the left foot on top of the right thigh. You can stay here if you want, or lift the right leg. Taking the hands around the back of the right thigh, maybe straightening up that right leg, or keep it bent. Place the right foot back on the ground, wrap the left leg over the right, shift the hips over to your left this time as you drop to your right. And arms away from the body, so the chest is going to the left and the legs are going to the right. Rolling back onto your back as you uncross the legs. Place both feet on the ground, and once again we'll finish where we started in Supta Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet together, letting the knees drop out to either side, and again take the feet a little bit away from you if you need to, for either the knees or the hips, and just relax for a moment and breathe. So from here we're going to go straight into Shavasana. So you might like to put a blanket or another layer of clothes on before we move on. It is a little bit chillier when you're lying down, so make sure now that you're wrapped up. Put the socks on if you need them. And as soon as you're ready, just lie down onto your mat and settle yourself in for Shavasana. So if you're lying straight out, just take the feet a little bit apart and let the feet flop out to the side. Settle the hips, arms away from the body now, shoulders relaxing. And begin to soften the jaw, so we can hold tension here that we're not even conscious of. You know, when sometimes we unconsciously clench our teeth, so just consciously slightly drop your jaw, and that'll let the teeth unclench. So I'd like you to bring your awareness this morning once again to your heart center. So we're going to focus on bringing the breath up to the heart center this morning. And you might like to be aware of any emotions you're feeling or any thoughts or any worries that you have at the moment. Do acknowledge them because they are there. And then just let them go for the next 5 minutes or so. So if you want to take a deep breath in through your nose and a deep breath out through your mouth, just consciously letting go. So bring the awareness back to the heart center once again. Exhale through your nose. And this time as you inhale, visualize the breath moving up into that space around the heart. And then very slowly exhale the breath fully. Now it might even help as you inhale to visualize a pale light moving up through the body, filling all the cavities in the body, moving up to the heart. So as you inhale again, inhale the breath all the way up to the heart center. And then slowly exhale the breath fully. So maybe take 3 more breaths like this in your own time. And now let the breath go. So just take your awareness away from it again as you become aware of your body. So just making any adjustments that you might need to make at this stage. Relaxing your scalp, your forehead, the back of your head, your eyelids, your cheeks, your lips, your chin and throat. Relax the back of your neck, your shoulders. Relax both arms all the way down to the fingertips. Bring the awareness back to the center of your chest. Completely relax the chest, the rib cage, the abdomen and the lower abdomen. Bring your awareness to the base of your neck now, relaxing the whole spine down to the tailbone. Relax the pelvis. Relax your thighs, your knees, your shins and calves, your ankles, heels, soles and tops of the feet, all the way into the toes. Relax your whole body from head to toe. And now let the awareness begin to return. So just stay where you are for a moment and become aware of the sensations in your body. Begin to become aware of the sounds around you. And now starting to make movements, small movements with fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Taking the head gently side to side. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead, stretch your legs out. Exhale, bring the arms back down, bring the knees into the chest, hug them in, and roll yourself onto your side. Just stay for a couple of deep breaths here. And now in your own time, push yourself to a seated position, bringing one hand onto your heart and the other hand on top. Deep breath in. And exhale, open the eyes. Namaste. Once again, thank you all for coming. It's great to be back teaching a class and not just a camera and a cameraman. And could I just suggest today that if you'd like to make a donation, Marymount Hospice is one we haven't suggested for a while. So you can do that online if anybody would like to do that. So once again, thanks for coming. We'll be here on Saturday again, same time, 10:30. So if you want to come, or if not, I'll be back next Wednesday. Hopefully the weather will still be with us. So enjoy your week. And I'll talk to you all soon. Thank you.